gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 8 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
He let him a little bit too far. I should have threw that low.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Chiefs 0.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things down.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 12-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop.
You got to block that. That should have been an easy first down.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and in.
That should have been an easy first down. He had numbers on the left side. He let Duke all the way from the right to get me. Come on now.
Now a handoff here to his
There you
running
go.
back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see a performance just like they saw the week before.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes
it in.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Give me a lane.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first
Defense
quarter
played
lead.
that. We were damn near unstoppable. Did the D-line get like that?
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 5-yard line.
All right, we still have big plays.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
Yeah.
A big no-no.
Playing like that from the start, but I couldn't change it. It's too late.
Team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Mahomes.
Oh, I was there.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
I guessed right.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The 20, 10, and he will take this one.
I guessed right.
It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
I mean, well, I lost 2
And it
games
is
and
now
only allowed
21-0.
14
Makes
both
the
games.
score
Something like
Jaguars
that. Whatever it
21.
was.
Chiefs,
I don't know how many
nothing.
points.
Josh Lambo to kick
So
off.
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Run.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
He did it right. I thought he would do
Good
it, but he
field
got
position
it.
means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this
So
possession.
the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Mouse
And
shot
this
again.
throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Nobody open now, 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they give this time to the tailback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
I threw it too late.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
I was looking elsewhere.
Off at the 11, and this one will be brought back to the 22. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
I had to run this with me.
So well,
I threw it too late.
understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
I threw that way too
KC
late.
offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Mouse Jack.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a handoff looking right.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down to the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Jaguars 28, Chiefs nothing. Josh
Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
both of them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
That's all I care about.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up near the 44.
He had him wide open.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon,
I was there the whole
back
time.
in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Jaguars.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now hard to believe in the season. Time flies.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
I'm not surprised with that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, shit, I keep forgetting about the mutant.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he's flushed out left. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
19-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hoffman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a
gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
24 is the mic. Push it back.
Mahomes to throw once more. He hits Baldwin right side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, You become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So Mike's number one. 6 man. Check curls.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To the goal line.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Stand situation. Let's go. 24 is the mic.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
15-yard line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
24 is the mic. Come on, D.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
And Pete, I did, my good man.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 51 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Jaguars, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, The perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah.